We're getting closer and closer to the holiday of Pesach. Haba Aleinu Tova. Pesach is actually next week on Friday night. And in preparation for Pesach, we're looking and getting rid and cleaning the house of any Hametz, any breadcrumbs, anything that could be Hametz. We make sure that we clean the house from it and get rid of it. And on the night of Thursday night of next week, which should be the eve of Pesach, the night of the eve of Pesach, we're going to be searching for the Hametz in the house. We're going to do it with a candle. And as we find any breadcrumbs, we're going to put them aside to be burnt the next morning on Friday morning. We also have a custom to put 10 pieces of bread wrapped in either aluminum foil or plastic or paper and put them in different corners of the house, different places in the house. So as we search for any Hametz on next Thursday night, we will find also these 10 pieces of bread and put them aside to be burnt on Friday morning. The getting rid of the Hametz is done, of course, by cleaning and getting rid of it, and also by a statement that we will make as we burn the Hametz, that any Hametz that we may have not seen or may have not gotten rid of, that is may still be in our possession, that it should be considered like dust of the earth. It should have no value. We make it totally ownerless. It doesn't belong to us. And that's another way also how we get rid of the Hametz. Now, there are certain items that sometimes people are not able to throw away or to get rid of. You can sell it to a goy by not being owned by a Jew during Pesach. Then after Pesach, it's being acquired again, and then that would be also permissible. Initially, this was done for businesses who could have done maybe maybe a business that owns Hametz, like let's say a supermarket. You cannot throw all the Hametz that he has. As long as he doesn't own it and it's put aside and sold, then he will be okay. And recently also this custom has been extended and it's allowed in private homes. You might have some bottles of liquor that are made of Hametz that you may not want to throw, and then the idea is not to keep them in your possession during Pesach, because any Hametz that is owned by a Jew during Pesach, we cannot benefit from it after Pesach. And therefore we have a custom of, if you have such items in the house, you put them aside, you make them in a place that is going to be closed and that will be maybe sealed in a way that you will not by mistake access it during Pesach, and you sell it to a goy. We have forms in the synagogue that you can fill out and make us as the agent to sell it on your behalf. But maybe a couple words more on this idea of Hametz. Actually, Hametz is a symbol for Yetzer Hara, for the evil inclination. And when we're searching the house for Hametz and getting rid of the Hametz, it's actually also symbolically getting rid of the evil inclination, all our negative emotions, the anger, the person being selfish, the idea of being egoistical, the idea of anything that would be associated with Yetzer Hara, that is something that we are to get rid of. And the searching for the Hametz in the house is actually an exercise that's training us to search also within ourselves for Hametz. I mean, even the idea of searching for Hametz in the pockets is symbolically referred to by Hachamim as specifically Rabbi Chaim Paraji, who says that also you search in your pockets not just for Hametz, but also for any dishonest dealings you may have had throughout the year. Did you earn your money in a way that is honest? Ches v'shalom, you should not have charged interest to a fellow Jew on a loan. Anything that has to do with money being in the pockets, that it should be something clean, just like we get rid of the Hametz. This will be a time also to look in and see if all the money that you earn is done in an honest way. And there are more symbols associated with this idea of searching for the Hametz. We search for the Hametz with a candle. The Pasuk says, Ner mitzvah veTorah or. A mitzvah is like a candle, and Torah is light. So we need the light of the Torah and the mitzvot to help us overcome the Yetzer Hara. The same way that we search for the Hametz with the light of a candle. Also, one thing that could be of great assistance for us in searching for our Yetzer Hara and getting rid of the Yetzer Hara is also Torah and mitzvot. Just like Torah is light and mitzvot are compared to a candle. And finally, this idea of looking for the Hametz is so important, because we're told that on Pesach, usually when you eat something that is asur in other types of foods that may be forbidden to eat, there is a certain requirement of a certain minimum of eating to be really having transgressed, like kazait, the amount of an olive. But when you come to Hametz, even the most minute amount should not be owned. Even the most minute amount should not be mixed, to indicate to us also that in Yetzer Hara, with the evil inclination, we have to be careful, even with the smallest amount of Yetzer Hara, that it should not be involved with us, that we have to be scrupulous in that aspect, and we have to do our due diligence to get rid of that. There are many messages that are sort of like part of the Pesach preparation and the Pesach Seder, and we'll try in the next few days maybe to focus on some more ideas that are just below the surface of, it's not just about Hametz, it's about Yetzer Hara also. It's about searching within ourselves. And there are many more such messages throughout the preparation and the celebration of Pesach. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.